Hon.Ezekiel Adaji is my name. I represent Otukpo Ohimini. I'm from Benue State. For life, yes, we have to give thanks to God that He has kept us alive to this time. As a nation, to me, we are moving, but it's a little bit very complicated, because if you want to analyze as it is with government, I don't think we have achieved a lot. I don't think we have achieved a lot. Because to me, the economy is not too sound. Political terrain is not too balanced. And I don't know the concrete achievement that one can be so proud of as of today. Yeah, that's why we have arms of government. We have the executive, we have the legislature that I belong to, and we have the judiciary. As legislators, I think we have done a lot. We've passed numbers of motions, numbers of bills have been sponsored. But you know, the driver is always the executive. To me, the executive needs to do a lot. You talk about our budget performance, is almost nothing to talk home about. 2016-17. Once your budget is not up to 40%, what are you talking about? I think I look at the relationship of the executive and the legislature too, and even to talk of the judiciary. To me, it's not too cordial. It's not too cordial.
Why?
Expenditures are done without the approvals of National Assembly. So how do? And the paramount duty of the National Assembly is to appropriate funds that belong to the Federation. But the situation where the executive just dip hand, make expenditure before writing, like we're just there as rubber stamp, I think it will not go well for any country at all. And so we must learn fast. We cannot be on the same process and we expect to get good results. Why are legislators there? Is to checkmate the excesses of executive, so that we don't have anarchy and dictatorial leadership in the country. But to me, the way we are going now, when there is no respect for legislators, legislators are embarrassed everywhere, arrested at their own. In fact, you can see the instance of some hoodlums coming to the National Assembly, to the Senate, to be very particular, and snatching the mails. Those are completely executive rascalities, because we don't have control over the police or the military. It is the executive. And where we stay to do our daily business is not guaranteed, then you think there is a problem. Okay. Nobody seems to be secure in this country any longer. I think that is one area that we got it wrong. Once the local government system is not strengthened, we'll continue to get it wrong. I was a local government chairman, and a very proud one for that matter, because my local government happens to have 10 wards. And there is no ward you go in my local government, I will not see a project initiated and completed by my administration.
How were you able to do this?
Yes, then we were getting direct funding. It is all this area that you have something called joint account, that the state has to decide what they think they will do. The local government chairmen are just there. They have I don't think they have budget of their own. The money comes directly, and the state decide what to give to every local government. In that situation, how do you sit to initiate projects and then complete it? So I think we should get that wrong. We have tried it from National Assembly several times, but it failed during the process of amending the Constitution, because we need to have the two-thirds from all the state assembly. But the governors would not allow it to be. To me, we should do everything within our own powers to see that the local government has financial autonomy, they can operate. The people, when you talk about politics, every politics is local. Everybody has to have a government that is very close to. That if you have an issue, if you have a primary healthcare issue, if you have some road that need to be graded, you need some chairs in your primary school. You need a government that, you don't need to come to Abuja, you need a government that is closer to you, to lay those complaints, and then it will be attended to. But the situation where all eyes are in Abuja, and the federal government here, or the legislators, what can legislators do? How much can you impact on your people? So I think we must try to get those things right. We must try. Those people who created local government, I think they don't, it is not done out of ignorance. They know the importance of it. I, as an operator, somebody who has headed that arms of government, also know the importance of it. And I'm telling you, you can go before the governors went to court to go and get that judgment that introduced the joint account. Local government system was flourishing and moving very, very well. To me, we should go back to that system. If there's anything we can do for our constitution to be amended, for us to begin to, for the local government system to begin to operate fully as a third tier of government, we should go back to it. Why would he say so? When sometimes you don't take time to know the actual functions of the legislators. When you the process of spending money in this country is completely let me say it's completely ignored, why would he say so? A legislator that have sponsored so many bills, a legislator that have moved motions to see how that the welfare of this country is the paramount objective of the government, and the president is saying they have not done. I don't know what he thinks the legislator should do other than to checkmate, do our oversight properly that we are doing, invite them when there are excesses and a form of anarchy elsewhere. But sometimes, I think sometimes that we invite those head of agencies and then come. It's the presidency that continue to encourage them. To me, legislators, if take legislator out of any government, what you will notice is anarchy completely. We have done a lot. I will continue to do it. Nigerians knows that we have done a lot. It will come out and then you will see the debate that will go on in the floor. To me, it is I wouldn't say out of ignorance, but I think he has to sit and see exactly what are the rules and also tell Nigerians if we are not meeting up to our expectations. Let me tell you, bills are not just passed. Those are one of the most tedious aspects of legislative activities. Every bill, before it becomes a bill, must pass through public hearings. All Nigerians, experts come, professionals come, add their inputs. And I think nobody will waste his whole time here if it has nothing that will impact the well-being of Nigerians. It is an open document. You can go through our bills and motions. They are bills and motions that will actually enhance the standard of living of Nigerians.